time to switch over the closet. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylee and I use this channel to show you a glimpse into the intentional life that I'm building. My hope is that along the way you might find some ways to add more intentionality into your own life as well. Today we're switching over the closet from our spring and summer clothes to my fall and winter wardrobe. This could be a disaster of a choice because right now it is 87 degrees outside, which is around 31 degrees Celsius, which is hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot. But I find myself spending less and less time outside because I'm ready for the fall season. And inside, the AC is kind of still pumping, both at the office and grocery stores and things like that. And I'm getting the urge to shop. I've actually already picked up a couple of things and I will show those to you as well. But I want to stop feeling the need to shop more. And my favorite way to do that is to shop my own wardrobe. About every 6 months, I switch my clothes from fall and winter to spring and summer, and from spring and summer to fall and winter. I have some heavy duty winter gear that I will not bring out currently and potentially the whole season, depending on how cold it ends up getting here in Georgia. But I do have some nice transitional pieces that I put away so that I can shop my wardrobe once the inclination hits. And we're there. The other thing is I have a hard out for this video. I have to leave my house at like 4:20 p.m. So we're gonna see how much we can get done and if we can complete all of it in that time frame. So I might end up talking less. We'll see what happens. But first things first, we put everything that's currently in the closet out. So this is all of the clothes that I kept in my wardrobe for spring and summer. What I'm gonna do first is go through every single piece and separate the things that I want to put away until next spring and summer from the items that need to go back into the closet that will continue to get worn throughout fall and winter. So I'll check back in with you in just a couple of minutes, hopefully. All of these jackets and blazers, I'm just gonna go ahead and put back in the closet because they're definitely staying out and they are taking up some prime real estate for additional clothes. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I separated all of the things that I want to put away for the spring and summer season next year. I have some things here that I'm most likely going to keep out for fall and winter. And these piles right here are things that I'm also going to keep out for fall and winter. And I have a nice little declutter pile started over there in the corner. Not sure if you can see that or not, but I'll go through all of the items I declutter at the end of the video. So the next step for me is to put all of these things back in the closet, which sounds counterintuitive, but it's the process that I've used for years. And so I'm going to stick to it because we are going to pull these back out again. But right now what I need is space. So the things on hangers are going to go back in the closet so that I can fold all of the spring and summer clothes and switch them out for the things that are in the bin for the fall and winter. Here we have my bin that has all of my fall and winter clothing in it. Most of, I really should say. But the process now will be to empty this to create space to put things away. So while these clothes are very haphazardly hanging out here. I'm gonna start folding and putting away the spring and summer clothes. Also, since I noticed the urge to shop coming on a little stronger and a little sooner this season, I am even putting away some items that typically I would keep out because they're some of my favorite go-to pieces to create outfits. Like this linen white button down. It's a very simple piece, but it's very easy to throw on over anything and make it feel either more casual or more dressed up, depending on how I style the rest of the pieces. And even though I would typically leave that out in the fall and winter, I want to challenge myself to make some outfits with different pieces and not rely on things like that or this tank top that I love a lot. That again, just because of the color, I would typically keep out for fall and winter, but I want to push myself to use some other pieces. So I'm going to put it away, and then I'll be thrilled in March of next year to reach back into this bin and to take certain things back out, because I will have either forgotten about them or missed them very much and been counting down the days until I got to start wearing them again. And just like that, the bin is full. I did take this dress out of the pile because I have actually really been enjoying wearing dresses specifically to the office. And I don't have a lot of dresses. So I want to remember what I have here first before I fully decide to put this away until next year. I also went and grabbed my leather blazer out of the coat closet because while I like to keep our bigger jackets in there, I'll forget about this if I don't put it back in my closet. And before I go and put all of these things on hangers, I wanted to show you some of the pieces that I have picked up. I try not to shop for new things, especially not until I do this switchover. One thing I needed, regardless of anything being in here, because I needed a dress to wear to my brother's wedding in November. I found one, so I bought it. And then also I was just craving more brown in my wardrobe, so I picked up 2 other pieces that I found at the thrift store. And then one thing that I picked up from Costco literally yesterday, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it yet or not. The first is this dress from ASOS. It's from the brand Pretty Lavish, and it is just a chocolate brown dress with these ruffles on it and a deep V in the front and in the back. And this is what I plan to wear to my brother's wedding. This is a beautiful dress that I can wear for more than just that event, but that event is the reason that I purchased the dress. I did try to thrift something, but as a plus size girl, it's kind of hard to do. Another chocolate brown dress. This I picked up at the thrift store, and it is mostly cotton. It's 80% cotton and 20% polyester. And whenever I pick up something from the thrift store, I do try to get natural fabric whenever possible. But again, as a plus size girl, to find something that would fit me, this was very cute. Another brown neutral item. I was wearing this in a video recently, picked it up from the thrift store as well. And it's just, you know, your normal long sleeve t-shirt. And then this is a button-up cardigan that I picked up at Costco. And like I said, I haven't determined if I'm going to keep it or not. But in case I do, here's a look-see at it. I really like this color green, and I don't have any button-up sweaters. I don't have any open sweaters, I don't think. I think all of them are pullover. So this is a good transitional piece, even though it's quite chunky, because I can easily take it off versus something that I'm having to, you know, pull over my head, which makes it a little bit harder to take off and harder to layer. This is a good layering piece. I'm going to leave this out for the next stage of this switchover, but I am going to go ahead and put these 2 dresses away because they take up a lot of space. I don't want this one to get messed up, and I know that they're going to stay in the closet. Okay, I may have bitten off more than I can chew. I've got about 12 minutes before I need to leave. And I need to hang all of these things and then go through the closet again. So I'm gonna do this as quickly as possible, and we'll see if we can do this within the time. We had something go wrong with our washer, I guess towards the beginning of this year, and all of our black clothes started getting this white stuff on it. I think my husband was leaving receipts in his pockets. So this needs to be washed. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a hanger in the closet for it so that I don't use up all my hangers, and then once that comes out of the wash, I am without a hanger. And if you did not watch my video of getting out my spring and summer wardrobe, in that video I did do a little bit of decluttering. So if you would like to see that process, it is also up on YouTube. But I'm not really needing to declutter any of these items because I did that in that video. So all of these I know are coming out, and they just need to be organized into the different places they go. And I keep finding black items. I think I had just given up on being able to get the white spots off. So I now have 3 items of clothing that need to be washed so that I can hang them up. But our washer is no longer doing the weird residue thing, so I will do that maybe later on this afternoon. This is Jonathan's, so I'm just gonna toss it over there and let him put that away. These are both more occasion pieces, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the closet and leave them in the closet. Okay, I definitely bit off more than I could chew in the amount of time that I had before I had to leave. So I will be back. But quickly, since we're going to kind of shut the door on spring and summer items, let's go ahead and look at what I'm decluttering. I have 2 Rise t-shirts here. Rise is a coffee shop that I worked in when I initially left my job in 2023. They employ adults with special needs, and so I was kind of a shift manager overseeing their work. And I have been doing some event things with them as well, which warranted keeping the shirts. That partnership with them is now ending at the end of this month, and so I don't need those anymore, so I'm going to give them back because they can use them as employee shirts if someone forgets their shirt or something like that. I also have another t-shirt here from a event that I spoke at when I was doing a lot of in-person networking, and I haven't worn it in the last 8 months probably, so I'm getting rid of it. And then also this pair of overalls, I really would love to keep them, but one, they're not flattering on me, and I don't just get rid of things because they're not flattering, but they're also like uncomfortable. So there's no need to keep them. They served me well the last 2 summers, but this time it's time for those to go. So 4 items decluttered, which is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go, and then when I get back, we're gonna take everything back out of the closet and finish up organizing the fall and winter wardrobe. All right, we are back. Oh gosh. All right, we're back. I am going to separate these items into different categories so that I can pull all of the stuff that we put in the closet back out and make sure that we have everything that we want for the upcoming fall and winter season. Things like this shacket and this sweater, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the closet and leave them in there because I definitely want them for the fall and winter season, and they're gonna take up too much space out here. Okay, the dog is chewing on some celery. I'm gonna pull out all of the clothes. We have dresses, pants, tops, and layering pieces as our different categories for hanging clothes. And the reason that I categorize them like that is because when trying to make outfits, these are the different areas that I'm going to look for items to craft an outfit. I'm gonna go ahead and put my jumpsuits with my dresses. I did also do laundry yesterday. So what you are seeing right here are all of my clothes except for the ones that I have on right now and the 3 items that we put in the hamper to be washed to try and get that like white residue off of them. Something that I talked about in my last video is that I never want more than like 40 or 50 items hanging in my closet at a time. I have some other sweaters and leggings and my loungewear, but the things that I gravitate towards every day are the things hanging in my closet. So I want to quickly count and just see how many things that I've got going right now. Okay, including my occasion wear and the things that I'm wearing and the things that are in the hamper to be washed, I have 47 items in my closet. It looks like a lot more to me, but it's just because hangers make things thicker. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each category of item and make sure that I want to keep it out for fall and winter. If I do, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the closet, and if I don't, I'll take it off the hanger and fold it and put it in the bin, which is right down here. I really like this little linen dress, but I do think I'm not going to want to wear it the whole fall and winter season. I would probably just get wear out of it for the next month. So I'm going to go ahead and put it away until next spring. I do think I'm going to keep this out for now because it does work. Like I can easily use some of my layering pieces to make this fall and winter appropriate. So I am going to keep it out. I think I put it away last fall and winter, so I'm interested to see how I might style it this year. These I'm definitely keeping out, so I'm going to go ahead and stick them in the closet. I think I want to put these away. I left them out last fall and winter, but I don't love any of the outfits that I wore with them, so I'm going to put them away. But I'm going to keep these. They're just like black dress pants, and honestly they're a little big for me, so I want to see if I wear them, and if I don't, I'll declutter them. These layering pieces, I know I want to keep all of them, so I'm going to just stick them in the closet. And right now I'm not organizing them. I'm just trying to get them off of my bed because they're easier to organize when they're hanging anyways. I want to see how many tank tops I have. This is another kind of layering piece. I have this red one and a black one somewhere in here. And I only have 2 long sleeve t-shirts. Long sleeve tees. Actually, I have a black one too, a crop top. Black long sleeve t-shirt. But long sleeves are something that I could probably stand to get a couple more of, but there's no need to like rush and try to do that right now. I would wait to find a fabric, a pattern, a color, and a fit that I really, really liked before purchasing any more, because I do have tons and tons of short sleeve tees that I can use to layer with other items. I think 4 tank tops are good to keep out. And now I want to kind of look. I've got 2 black t-shirts like this, 2 graphic t-shirts. When you have staple pieces, it makes this process pretty easy because I kind of just change the layering pieces that I'm using. I will organize the closet in a second, but first I want to go ahead and deal with these, fold them, and get them ready to go in my drawers. Most of my sweatshirts are very loungewear, but I do have like this one that I like to wear, and then I have my sweaters, which I cannot imagine wearing in this heat right now. But I do want to go ahead and have them out because I would rather do the full switch over than to do it in various stages. I am going to go ahead and fold this and put it in the drawer also to see if it fits in the drawer. I'm actually going to put this loungewear shirt in with the summer items because I have one that is very Christmas appropriate, but I only really like keeping 2 out at a time. So I have 2 pants for loungewear and 2 sleep shirts. I also like to keep out a bathing suit or 2 just in case. Also, it's still really warm. When I came back home from where I was, there were people at our apartment pool right now because, like I said, it's nearly 90 degrees, 31 degrees Celsius. So it's still a possibility to go to the pool. There's just no reason for me to keep all of my swimwear out. And then this little box holds all of my leggings. So for fall and winter, my Spanx faux leather leggings and faux leather camo leggings come out, and I truly cannot wait to wear these again. They're some of my favorite things to style in these seasons. So now I'm going to organize these in my drawers, and then we'll organize the closet. So that's another year prepared for fall and winter. This is going to go away until March-ish of next year, and I'll see you next week for another video. Until next time.